Ladies and gentlemen, this is the match that you've been waiting for. Very good. Go on. Check. Okay. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second and probably the final match of the day in the fifth leg of the KVF National Volleyball Men's League 2022-2023 season. It's pitting GSU General Service Unit against AP Kenya, whom we saw have a really interesting match yesterday, and we are coming to you live from NYAYO National Stadium, of course, courtesy of Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Mafro Sports. My name is Manuel Legon for Trailblazers Volleyball Club, and I'll join my colleague shortly in the commentary desk, Florence Bosire, to bring you all the action live from this particular place. And the fans are here, everyone is here eagerly waiting for this particular match to serve off. And of course, remember, we are going to give away branded TVC Mafro Sports hoodies in the course of this particular match. The secret is you should be the first one to answer that question, and we will definitely grant you, gift you with a branded TVC Mafro Sports hoodie. This match is going to serve off in a bit, and we've seen in the previous match that Kenya Ports Authority and Trailblazers Volleyball Club played a really interesting and enthralling match, which of course ended with TVC winning that match 3-2, although they had started off really well, winning the first 2 sets, but KPA of course came back with a solid comeback to end that match at 3-2. And this of course is the next match. Like I said, it probably is the last match of the last match of the day, and we are going back to the commentary desk. Remain where you are, do not touch the dial, and remember to subscribe to our channel, Trailblazers Volleyball Club, and of course follow us across all other social media platforms, because we will continue to bring you all this action this weekend and even the weekends to come until the end of this season, because we are dedicated to ensuring that we export and expose the talent that we have here locally and internationally. So let us know where you're watching from, and we'll surely continue to bring you all this action live.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fifth leg of the Men's Kenya Volleyball National League. Match number 2 of the day, featuring AP Kenya against GSU Kenya. We're coming to you live from the NYAYO National Stadium. Quite a thriller match, the match that has just been completed between the TVC Volleyball Club and Kenya Ports Authority, where TVC was able to take that match 3-2. A very thrilling match with the KPA coming behind 2 sets down to pick 2 sets and deciding it to end in a 5-set thriller. Well, we expect quite an interesting match here once again. GSU having been contenders for years, and AP Kenya showing a lot of promise and dedication in the past outings. Welcome once again. My name is Florence Bosire, alongside my colleague
Emmanuel Yegon. Welcome to the commentary desk and the second match of the day in this fifth leg of the KVF National Men's Volleyball League. A match between GSU and Administration Police Kenya. And of course, this arena is packed beyond capacity. All the fans waiting and anticipating to catch a thrilling match between GSU and the Administration Police side. The AP side, of course, played really well against Equity yesterday, but it was not enough. It wasn't enough to earn them a win or even a point, because that game ended 3-1. But let's wait and see how they are going to feature against the longest time champions
General Service
of this league General Service Unit. The match serves off. Misiko there with a very quick and clinical finish for GSU. And Matthias goes to serve, formerly of Kenya Forest and Strathmore University before that. Of course, stepping in the big shoes of Brian Melly. Brian Melly, who is on international assignment in Morocco. Matthias goes to serve again. It's picked up by, I think, Elvis Kiptai. Still in play. Who is it going to be? Nice and easy placement. And we have a very beautiful finish from Joshua there, formerly of Equity Bank Kenya. Look at that. Pretty fast. Linus Sang was trying to stretch his left hand, but it was too far for him. Matthias there with a net serve, the first in this set. Administration police are having a conversation there. And it is a block out again, courtesy of Joshua, previously of Equity Bank. Boniface now of GSU with the service. Right, a simple one picked up by Amon Kipchirchir, and they actually failed to block Matui and Misiko. Matui is donning jersey number 6, and Boni is having a conversation there with Misiko of GSU. Misiko there with another clinical and quick finish. And he goes to serve. Misiko with that service, easy placement there. Daniel Kipto with that very quick ball. And they are not able to stop him. Really quick finish from Elvis Kimtai of the administration police side. GSU, of course, leading. The libero picks it up nicely. And Matui is stopped there by Linus. I think Linus Sang. Is it Linus? No, it's actually Kelvin Kipkoech. It's well done, Kipchirchir in the service court. Matui picks it. Oh, there is a net touch. I think there is a net touch on the side of the administration police side. And you can see the fans for the GSU side, colorful as always. Joshua goes for that jump serve. Of course, he had also featured for the KPA side at the just concluded club championships. They are not able to retrieve that, so we can call that an ace for Joshua. Joshua again. It's another jump service from Joshua, and it is in court. It's another ace, second one. Amon Kipchirchir and his libero there are not able to retrieve that. He sends it flying to the fans. Florence, what do you think about this match?
Well,
It's a prediction.
my prediction in this match is any team actually at this point can take it. We have seen
Well,
AP come back from literally nothing to
Mhm.
beating teams in the top teams in the league. So it's possible that this might just be their day. Also, GSU has a track record of being the champions for a very long time, years upon years. So
Daniel
you
Kipto
cannot
with
quite
that
tell.
set, and the referee thinks that there was an issue with that setting. It is still Matui with a service for GSU. 6 points ahead now. Matui that service, the libero picks it up. Daniel Kipto decides to place it. And this time around, well done, it's actually Linus Sang, who played really well yesterday, who started off this set really nicely. Linus Sang with that very quick finish. The libero picks it up nicely. It is Joshua who again finished that pretty nicely, and it's Chelule, who was formerly at Trailblazers, with the service. Chelule with a net serve, and the coach is not going to be happy about it.
Well, with the 5-point lead, I'm not excusing the carelessness, but I think they can be, they can afford to make some.
They can afford to make the mistakes.
Yes.
But you do not want a team like AP Kenya to pull a comeback while they also make their own share of the net serve. AP Matthias is going to serve. Of course, he was the first one with the service for GSU, and he was able to get 4 points.
A very good replacement for Brian.
Yeah. I was even telling our fans that he's trying as much as possible to fit in the shoes of Brian Melly.
Indeed, he has.
And that is a very powerful line attack by Joshua there. And if you have noticed, today they have decided to play Matui as an outside hitter.
Yes. Oh,
and Joshua now is on the opposite. There is a net touch on the side of the administration police side, and effectively that means that GSU have another point. It's now 7 points ahead of the administration police side, and that has necessitated Coach Francis Nguma
to call a timeout.
to call for a timeout. And you can see the fans there having a conversation with Lagat, the setter number 2 now. And if you've noticed, somewhere along the sidelines there is Kosirai, who featured in the winning team of the just concluded African Club Championships. He's watching his teammates and enjoying the display of the game.
And he's actually the first player,
the first Kenyan player actually
to even have an
individual award and to also win
at that level and win
the African Club Championships.
I think it's safe to say that he's assured of a next call-up during the next season.
Definitely. And also it also means that he's a potential candidate for a call-up
in the national
outside
team.
of the continent,
outside
with another team. You know, it's possible.
Grow as you move forward.
Matthias with another service. Elvis Kimtai goes for it. Linus again is too fast for Misiko. And is it Benson there for GSU? He's been very quick, and even yesterday the balls that he was able to play offensively and even defensively in the middle blocking area Linus Sang. They were really decisive. Elvis.
Well, it's quite unfortunate that the facility here.
Yeah, it does not allow for a lot of room
to perform.
Yeah, and experiment.
Yes, and experiment, especially the league, the men's type of play.
Yeah,
has a lot of aggression and a lot of power. Requires a lot of space.
His official name is Simeon.
Still up.
Simeon Kipkorir.
Well, he hits it on the
and
net.
Matui decides that it's enough for it to land on the net. They are at 9 AP Kenya. Linus Sang now has exited the defense, and it might be the opportunity for GSU to use. Just ball is actually in court. It's an ace. They sort of assume it. GSU. I think I have seen change in that formation, especially with the liberos there, because the younger one has been the one who was receiving them, and then he's coming to cover up. But yeah, it's a change that you expect the coach to do once in a while.
And again, according to the equipment of each libero during the
Yes.
course of training,
Misiko there going to serve.
Well received.
And it is also
again the center
look
area.
look at how Elvis finishes that really clinically, and Chelule blinked, but it was too late. Just a little too late. Edward Wekesa has come back in for Daniel Kipto, and it is still. Is it still Linus Sang with the service? Oh, Chelule this time around, but he sends it out of play. It's 12-16. The coach will be agitated.
Just
look at that.
Shy of,
it was only a one-man block. He tried avoiding those hands, but it was too costly. Boni there, and Matui hitting somebody's chest there.
The coach, AV Kenya, trying to...
He's a little bit animated, Coach Nguma. And it is a good thing, if you ask me, because it just brings more life to the game.
More life to the game.
In addition to what the fans are doing on the sidelines. It is Joshua again. I think it's another jump service. He's been able to get 2 aces so far, by the way. And that is the other. I thought...
outside. It is outside.
I could have bet on my last coin that was on court, but I definitely will have lost that because the referees think otherwise. Elvis with a service.
It's a jump float.
Matui picks it poorly,
it,
but because he has a lot of power. Oh, look at that setting. And of course, that is Amon Kipchirchir thinking about the height of one Matthias there. Of course, you have also to give it to Edward Wekesa there, who has been clinical with his setting. Brilliant set.
Very.
And Amon Kipchirchir does not disappoint.
Again,
Matui again with that pick. Still in play. Is it Matui? It is Joshua who sends it out of play. And it's only 3 points between 2 points actually between the two teams.
AP making
GSU.
AP giving GSU a run for their money.
Yep. The fans are all psyched up now. They are going to make a change, GSU. They might bring what's his name? His official name keeps evading me, but he's commonly known as or referred to as Nder.
Nder, yes. Nder.
Cornelius, I think.
Cornelius Kiplagat.
Yes.
Well, he's maybe the needed ingredient in this side right now.
But so far it is another one for Chelule. He keeps blinking, Chelule. And Edward Nyongesa on the other end is being very clinical with his attackers, with his sets, of course. And his attackers are playing some really beautiful volleyball. I think that was Kelvin Kipkoech or Weldon Kipchirchir. We'll have a look at that later. They are able to stop Matthias. And of course it's because of that poor reception by the libero there.
It did go over the net. He was
Yeah, it
attempting
was
to change the direction
an
of
overpass,
that ball. Unfortunately,
but it was too much for Linus
Matthias.
was ready. I think it was Amon Kipchirchir who
Again,
overpowered
well
Matthias.
it's a simple ball.
Edward again.
Middle.
It is still in play. Oh, Matui
It's outside.
sends it out of play. And it's 18-all. Who thought?
Who thought? Who thought?
Look at that. Beautiful play really by Matthias, but
His attackers seem
Matui
to not deliver today.
is the one who did not deliver.
They're yet to.
And considering that they have a very beautiful and solid defense, the libero again faltering, but Boniface sending that off the blocks of Linus Sang. Misiko is coming back to defend in the middle there, and it is Chelule who goes to serve. I want you to observe what's going to happen, because Matthias is still in the front court there. Wekesa will try and play that ball by his side because of his deficiency in height. Just look at how it's going to be played. Oh, he plays this other one, and Chelule is
I think at this point,
not able to pick it up.
Departments, all departments are functioning.
Look
That's
at
why
that.
the setter
Chelule
has
thinks that it's
options.
going out, but it's in court, actually in front of his legs there. And Wekesa goes to serve. It's 19-all. This is quite an interesting match. They are going to rearrange that lineup, GSU. I don't know. They have a good libero. I do not understand why this libero is on court for GSU.
Well, you could also say that he is a good libero. Probably
Yeah.
a bad day in the office.
Yeah, there's that.
And,
but I'm talking about the consistency in the errors. You'd expect that they would make a change, GSU. It's still in. Oh, and
Again,
Matui
Matui.
is the one with the last touch. And AP are the ones who are going to have the last laugh here. It appears. It's 2020. It's the first match we are seeing this happen,
Indeed.
where
it
they're
is.
going neck to neck, and it's at 2020 now. Amon Kipchirchir. It's not going to be an easy one, an easy win for GSU today, because P Kenya seem to have woken up on the right side of the bed.
Indeed, indeed. Or
Um,
probably it's a case of GSU.
Oh, it's a bad day for
approaching-
GSU.
Approaching this match with complacency.
Yeah. Probably they
Writing
thought
off-
it's going to be an easy one.
Definitely. They thought they would
So
write
you
off
cannot
AP.
dismiss any team at this
And
point of the
AP
competition.
is one team that you cannot just write
Yeah.
off.
Well, GSU haven't lost any match in this competition so far, so give it to them. But again, you cannot start a match like this.
Well,
You start
like
well and then you
said,
give away a lot of points. Joshua there being the clinical one. It's 21-all. Who is going to blink first? Wekesa again. Oh, he hits that
is
ball way
pure
out of court.
excitement.
Elvis Kipto. Well, I keep confusing these names. There's Elvis Kipto and then there's Elvis Kimtai. But of course, at least it's Elvis.
It's Elvis both, and both it's Elvis K.
Yeah.
The second names both starting
22-21 in favor of GSU. Bonnie again. Amon mispicks that, and it is beautifully blocked. Linus Sang is stopped in his tracks. These are both departments of the Kenya Police. One is Administration Police Kenya, the other one is the General Service Unit. And the GSU are seemingly dominating.
Trying to prove that they are the superior of the two.
Trying to tell them that we have been in this game for quite a while now. And those ones are high-rise players coming in. High-rise volleyball club. It's Vincent Ngeno and Victor Ngetich walking in there. Administration Police with the timeout, and it seems like the weather is about to change. We hope that it does not disrupt, because I am reliably informed that there is a slight drizzle. Amon Kipchirchir again. Linus is stopped. There is a net touch by Misiko, or is it Joshua? Look at that. Such a nice swing, but Misiko turned to look at where that ball was going, and it was too late. A little too close to the net. Linus sang with the service. He was able to get quite a number of points from the previous rotation. The other libero picks it. Joshua goes for it, and he's able to earn the set point for GSU.
24-22.
Misiko with the service. GSU at set point. Amon Kipchirchir picks it. It's an overpass, and Joshua is the first one to blink here, and he finishes that, putting it away pretty quickly, of course taking advantage of the fact that he's taller than Wekesa. But we have to give it to the administration police side for putting up a solid fight, and although it does not culminate in a win, it is quite something. 25-22 in favor of the General Service Unit. We are going to bring you the statistics in a bit, but that is how it is so far. General Service Unit with the first set against AP Kenya. Florence,
Well,
comments so far?
Well, from the look of things, AP Kenya seemed to have put up a fight, but it was a little bit too late with the General Service Unit having taken an early lead. Here we have the match statistics. First set went in favor of GSU, 25-22. The attacks, not quite much of a difference, with 12 for GSU and 11 for AP Kenya. We have seen that especially in the center position block. We had two both, and the services we had the two aces for both teams. Opponents' error, again, not much of a difference. 9 for GSU and 7 for AP Kenya.
And like we've said before, we have a bespoke collection of our training playing kits. We will display shortly the contact for you to place your orders. We'll be back shortly after this short commercial, but be sure to note that number down for you to place your orders now. Be back. Welcome back. This is the second set of this match between GSU and AP Kenya. Of course, we've seen a net serve from the GSU side. Oh, what a finish. What a finish What a finish from the GSU side, and Amon Kipchirchir was penalized there for that net touch. It's Boniface there with that massive attack, and he goes to serve. It's 1-1. Of course, set score is 1-0 in favor of GSU. Boniface with that service, the libero picks it up. Wekesa goes for it, and Amon Kipchirchir is the one who makes the difference for his side. They go to serve. It's Amon putting a lot of power behind that ball. You can see Coach Nguma conversing with him with regards to where he's supposed to serve that ball to his. Oh, Misiko was stopped
right on his
tracks. But of course, it also is because of the way that ball was received. Matthias could do nothing much about it.
Well, clearly there's a problem with the libero general service unit, and also there's also seems to be a problem with the libero, the regular, because I think by now any coach would have brought him in to try and make the difference. And you saw that is what happened in the other set as well. At some point when he was making that change, it was at around the 23rd score. See that he's just standing there, and we'll get his name shortly. I think it's Hudson, if I'm not so wrong, for the Misiko with that service. Amon Kipchirchir picks it. You expect that Wekesa will get creative with it. Joshua had that ball in his hands, but there was just getting that ball as close to the antenna as possible.
Yes.
Makes it easy for you to just touch it.
And that was well done, Kipchirchir, with that beautiful finish. Lina Sang goes to serve. Who is it? It is Kelvin Kipkoech who blocks it out. But of course it's Matui on that attack. Joshua again with that service. Will it be a jump service? I bet it will.
Well, from the way he's holding the ball, it sure
Look
is
at
a
that.
service.
Jump serve, and it goes, lands on the net. AP Kenya leading by 2 points. And it's well done Kipchirchir. Well done Kipchirchir, who goes to serve. Well done Kipchirchir goes to serve.
Jump floats.
It's a floater. And of course Joshua, who's been very critical to his side, Matthias trusting him with the job, and he delivers exceptionally so. Matui goes to serve. 4-5. It's an easy float out of court.
Well, I can see on YouTube here, Mesha Krono is mentioning that the GSU second libero's name is Addison Kihima. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, it's Addison
and
Kihima.
he's also the brother.
Yes, he's the brother to Daniel
Kipto.
Yeah, they're actually brothers.
Very interesting.
At some point
right
yesterday
there.
we were wondering where Addison was, because we saw GSU warming up. Of course, their opponents were not here, but Addison was not around.
Well, they're really...
But his brother played, Daniel Kipto.
Definitely. And
Chelule with that service, and that ball is blocked. Kelvin Kipkoech is stopped in his tracks by the tall Misiko. There is a net touch by I think Kelvin Kipkoech, and it's 6-all. Joshua there receiving a lecture from his setter Matthias. Beautiful formations by the GSU side between Matthias, Misiko and Joshua. Oh, nice set, but that ball is still in play. There is a net touch. Is it Misiko?
Touch. It is Misiko. In an attempt to kill that ball, he did touch the net.
Yeah, just the way he turns, really. He's given away 2 points now, courtesy of his net touches. It's Kelvin Kipkoech now. Remember. Oh, that was an easy placement by Boniface there from GSU. And Matthias is having a conversation with Misiko on why he didn't play that quick center finish. And Tali, the trainer, GSU, having also a conversation with Matthias. Oh, they are able to pass through that 3-man block. That was a brilliant finish for AP. Wekesa with the service. Boniface picks it up. It is Boniface.
Again.
And Amon Kipchirchir is the one who sends it out of court.
Boniface has always been known
as
a
power,
very powerful attacker. Very
and
powerful.
He does not have a lot of conversations on court.
Very
he just does his job.
Silent.
Just like Kamara of KPA.
KPA, indeed.
Well done, Kipchirchir sends it out of court. And for the first time, GSU are leading in this set. Nicely picked up by Boniface again. Matthias looks out towards Joshua. It is still in play. Elvis is the one who sends it out of play. Boniface again being the one who picks it up, and he still goes to serve. Amon Kipchirchir sends it out. Matthias picks it up. Boniface. Oh, what a block. That is a double touch from Boniface, trying to set that ball, considering Matthias was the one who picked it up. Nice coverage from the GSU side. Of course, that decision was already made. And it's Amon Kipchirchir.
Well,
it was an overpass from the libero. And Matthias is having none of it. You can see the coach as well on the touchline. It's 10 each. And the coach, Nguma, I think is instructing his server to just keep serving towards where that libero is. Elvis Kipto with that solid block against Joshua. And Matthias has tried as much as possible to outwit that defense line. But Joshua could not go past that 3-man block. Elvis being the more influential one. Amon, oh, look at that reception from that libero. The coach has to rethink that.
Ball is still in play.
He picks it now. Boniface goes for it, and he's able to get that point.
He does get a point.
It's a deflection off the net. And Naftali Chumba is on the touch line there. We didn't see him featuring in the past matches this season because apparently he's been called up on duty, but today he is donning his number 17 kit. There seems to be a leakage in that middle defense line for GSU, especially when Chelule is in front there. He hasn't been able to defend effectively, and it is Linus Sang, who played really well yesterday, who serves it away. These errors are the ones that are eventually going to cost them, because you've seen that GSU won it by only 3 points in the first set. They are neck to neck now. Joshua goes to serve. Will he, or he decides to float it? He should have actually done his jump serve. because he was a little bit quick with that service, hitting the net in the process. We might see Naftali Chumba coming in for Joshua a little bit later. But look at that, another poor reception by the libero. But Chelule salvages the situation. Very quick one. Matthias turns. I think the blockers on the other side of the net anticipated that ball would go all the way to
the wing,
to the wings, to Boniface. It is Matui with that service. He picks it again. It is, oh yes, it is Joshua who goes for that kill. And Amon Kipchirchir could not pick it up. Too fast, too heavy.
Too fast. Again, once you split those blocks, it's
you blink, you miss it.
To pick it on the backside.
Matui again with that service. They cannot agree on who will receive it. It is Elvis. That ball is still in play.
And it's a point.
The libero assumes it, and it's in court. He assumed that ball was going out of court. But you are the libero, you should not assume.
Well,
look at that. Just look at that.
Even the nature in which that ball was set, nobody anticipated it to be set. It was too fast.
And it is Elvis again, who's played really well in this set, and even in the first one.
A very tight, closely knit
picks
set.
It, and Chelule again. Chelule again playing it pretty fast. Look at that. In between the blocks of Kelvin Kipkoech and Weldon Kipchirchir. And the trainer there, Tali, having a conversation with Chelule. And as far as service is concerned, it's actually the first ref, because Tali is having a conversation with the libero. Wekesa
again, the center position.
And Misiko there is not able to stop Kelvin Kipkoech.
They're competing between the center blockers.
Yep, look at that.
Show that if you can
look at the
it,
position of Boniface and Misiko there. They are not able to block that effectively. Ngoma having a conversation with Kelvin Kipkoech, who did that beautiful finish about service. The Os are going to look for the libero, or so I thought.
Well said,
going extremely to the other end, and it's Boniface who finishes it quite simply. And Matthias goes to serve. It's 16 GSU, 15 AP Kenya, set number 2 in this second match, second day of the 5th leg.
A good set.
Oh, there is quite some space between the two again. They haven't quite yet gelled in those two positions, Boniface and Misiko. 16 all, and it's Wekesa with the service. Wekesa with that service, the libero goes to pick it, mispicks it. Will Joshua kill it? Yes, he does. Joshua is the trusted one for Matthias here, albeit the mistakes that the libero keeps making. I don't know why Adson is not in play, but the coaches and the technical team there for GSU have a reason why. Mr. Tarus there, the coach. Boniface with that service. Amon Kipchirchir picks it. Is it? Oh yes. Again, Misiko hasn't really come alive in this game. In as far as his defense is concerned, Coach Francis Guma has gotten rid of his coach there, and I think he needs some space to be animated like he's always been. Matthias thinks about Chelule, or is it? It's actually Matui, and it is Joshua who hits it, nails it pretty hard, and is able to outdo the libero there. So it's 18-17. They're going neck to neck, these guys. They're going to make the first change, bringing in Lagat, setter number 2, to replace Misiko in service. Misiko, who's been quite... And it is Joshua who goes to serve. The instructions that he's having from the coach, I don't know whether he's going to do a jump service, but he has very limited space. Yes, he's going to do it anyway. And it goes out of play. The coach isn't happy, but I think he told him to just jump anyway. It is well known Kipchirchir now. And they're going to make a change to bring in Titus. In place of Wekesa there, I think for the purpose of defense. The libero with that poor reception, of course, but they are able to get through the services of Matui there, jersey number 6. Block out. And Wekesa comes back. This time around it is Matui with a service. Matui with that service. Amon picks it up. There is a... yes.
He did cross the attack line margin, or rather maybe stepped on it, and the libero there trying to convince the referee otherwise, but unfortunately it's a point for...
I think the libero for AP Kenya is the captain for his side. Matui again.
Matui.
Elvis picks it. It
You
is.
have to love the way Wekesa sets those balls. Very stylish, and with a bit of wit as he does it. If you look at that, probably, and it worked effectively.
And it's actually for Elvis. It wasn't even a hit. It was just a placement behind Matthias there. It's Elvis who goes to serve.
With GSU just a point ahead of AP Kenya. AP Kenya has been known to make a comeback or surprise their opponents. Will this be one of those surprises? We don't know.
The libero with that poor reception. Joshua has it.
Again, wit. I guess they're having
GSU are going to
field day right there. 21
out on a timeout.
21.
It's 21 ups. And
well,
the libero is going to have a dress down from Coach Tarus there, because what's happening? It's 21 all.
Another
the libero again snatched by.
Is it out?
It's
well,
goes out of play.
We wait and see. The referee looking at his lines, at her linesmen, waiting for them to indicate where that ball was, trying to consult.
Out of court.
Seems to be out of court. Again, a timeout for GSU.
Timeout for GSU. I am sure that the coach is having a conversation with the libero there.
The libero player, because at this
those
point
are 2 consecutive points lost.
Matui covering the libero, which is quite ironical considering the libero's position is trained to receive and defend the backcourt area. Now when it comes to a point where the regular player is trying to cover the libero, then there seems really...
It's definitely a problem.
It beats the
and it's something that we've been saying from the beginning of this match, that the libero there really has to step up. And considering the fact that they have another libero, I have no idea why they haven't brought him back in.
There to be a reason why that is happening. Definitely a reason. Well,
another change. That is another Elvis coming in. Now I think this is Elvis Kimtai, or it's Elvis Kipto serving.
Very interesting. Will he serve it to Elvis Kimtai? I don't know. But the AP maintaining the lead, 22-21. Well received, Matthias
reception
sets
by-
it.
And it is Boniface hasn't failed really in converting
Definitely,
his
yeah.
calls.
One of the senior players in the team.
And I dare say that this is just about over.
Again,
for
another change. Chelule going out for Kipchumba.
Chumba Naftali coming in to replace Chelule, formerly of Trailblazers Volleyball Club. Naftali Chumba coming in there. You can see Nguma there. Very animated coach, adding into the flavor of the game.
Making a substitution.
Elvis stepping out and Linus coming back in. No, that's actually Kelvin Kipkoech who is serving. Naftali Chumba
Well served, well
with that
received.
service.
Again, it's a pipe.
Beautiful formation, beautiful, beautiful pipe. You have to give it to Wekesa there.
Very, very, very brilliant from Wekesa. He's having a field day today. Very confident, very very collected in his.
Extremely composed, and yes, you have made a change. Brought in Hudson, the other libero.
As it should, it's long overdue.
Kelvin Kipkoech.
Oh my!
And they couldn't
Seems to be a
agree
problem with the
The
libero.
libero and
Easily
Was it
picked.
Matui?
Wekesa
it is still in play.
still in play.
It is still in.
There's a net.
Oh, I thought it was still in play.
Sim and it will be
It is set
netted.
point for GSI AP Kenya.
Well, it will be
And
quite a surprise should AP beat GSU Kenya. GSU Kenya have a name to defend.
yep.
They have been the title contenders and winners for, I think, a
And
decade
they
now.
seemed to disagree.
Should they lose this to
The
AP
libero
Kenya,
and one of the other regular players. You can see that conversation happening there.
both liberos wondering like what is happening, because basically with that reception it shows that the libero department has a problem. They are not performing as they anticipated.
You can see Daniel Kipto, the setter number 2, having a conversation with his colleague Wekesa there, who has really been creative throughout this match.
Wekesa has had a field day. This particular set, especially if they lose this set, well, I can assure you it's going to end 3-0
Yep.
in favor of GSU. Should they lose this set, this is a major boost for
Well,
them.
GSU have to avoid the mistakes that they've made over and over and over again. And it's been majorly in the middle blocking area and also in the reception area, especially because of the libero there. Look at that reception again.
Ball
There is
is
a net
still in
touch.
play.
There is a net touch, I think.
And it's done.
I think there is a net touch.
They have the set.
They have won this set beautifully.
According to
AP Kenya.
the referee, it's a clean
And it is
ball.
a repetition of what we saw in the first set, 25-22.
25-22. It's time for GSU to get back to the drawing board, quite literally, because again, like you say, the margins are the same, 25-22. We wait to see how the third set will be. The possibility of it being a 5-set thriller again is very possible. Like
Pretty
I
high.
said, you cannot write off AP Kenya.
Can a team work without liberals?
Well, I think it's natural to think that you want, with the kind of attacks that are coming from the AP side, it's practically impossible to work without the libero players. Most center blockers are known to be very tall, and that is a challenge when retrieving the ball. That is, I think, closer to the ground, because the bending and all that is a challenge to them. So basically, I think they cannot work with the libero players. If you see most libero, the characteristics of most liberos are very short, closer to the ground to retrieve those balls easily, and also in the movement department, they are a bit quicker when the height is not so tall. you don't see a lot of tall players being very quick.
Yeah, we have the match statistics for that particular set. Of course, it ends at 25-22 in favor of AP Kenya. Points from attack, 14 for GSU and 12 for AP Kenya. In terms of blocking defense, actually, AP Kenya had 3, GSU had none. And it's dead at the center because we've seen Misiko, he's not yet stepped up. And of course, AP Kenya maximized on the opponent errors. They have 10, GSU have 8. Teddy Mwale, you're saying you're watching from Ikonge, Nyamira County. Equally happy to hear voices of our sister Florence Bosire.
Thank you very
Salamu
much.
za Ndizi region. Abana baminto. Thank you very much. Well done, Kipchirchir, Hudson Kipchumba, Daniel Kipto, Elvis Kipto, Amon Kipchirchir are all Cheptil alumni. Kiplimo Chirchir, thank you so much. Andrew Afula, Libero GSU, could not have slept comfortably today. You're saying he's so low. Marcela Kiende, Boni is actually Bonfentry in full.
Bonfentry.
Muheke Wekesa. Very interesting addition there. Ramadan Musyoki, unasema kikosi kizima ndani ya nyumba. Big up you guys, Blazers Media, you are the best in coverage. Mpewe soda kwa bill zenu walai. Penda hii channel. I thought you'd say kwa bill yako, Ramadan Musyoki, lakini asante sana. You're saying AP is a very strong team. Kennedy Wanyonyi, unasema hawa libero wa GSU ni bure. Of course, there's an error there and they have to make a drastic change. Ramadan Musyoki unasema Wekenza my man, fanya ile kitu. Maritim Kipkoech, you're saying this match GSU will win against KPA 3-1. We wait to see. Douglas Chumba unasema kikosi haiko sawa. Ni nini ungefikiri ya kwamba wanaweza kubadilisha ili kuendelea kuwapiku wenzao GSU, ama ni AP Kenya ambao unawazungumzia? Hudson is back in court.
And
somebody has mentioned that we have a whole squad from Cheptil High School. Hudson Kipchumba there, donning jersey number 18. Kevin Twitchy, you're saying big up for Bonfentry. Mesha Krono, you're saying give Hudson the full play and he will deliver. Of course, he's really played well in previous matches, even in the playoffs. Played really well. And
well,
trying to fit into the shoes of the long-serving libero is quite hard.
And the match starts off with
GSU winning that first point. Wanjala unasema hii inaenda tano. We wait to see if that will be a reality.
Well picked.
Wekesa again. Is there someone to pick it? Yes, there is. It is still in play. Bonfentry is able to pick it up, but there is no one to
help him out. Well received. Again,
still in play, courtesy of Wekesa there. And it is well done who finishes it, but it is still in play.
Does it go across?
Oh, it is still in play.
Well, the referee is still silent, so the ball is still in play. It's still in play. Well,
Amon Kipchirchir, Wekesa. Oh, it is off the hands of that blocking line there. Amon Kipchirchir will have to be stopped there, otherwise he'll get a card, because there is actually a captain, and if you have more than one players going to lodge a complaint, then it is going to be an issue. Bonfentry picking it up, then Joshua getting that touch out
across the net. It did not go.
They decided that it did not cross.
It did hit the rim of the net, but definitely did not go across the net.
But that was really good effort from Bonfentry. I would have thought that Matthias would have set that ball on the opposite direction. considering the way it was received. It's 3-1 now.
3-1.
Goes out of play.
Serves out. Maritim Kipwech, is there anyone willing to place a bet? Well, we'll wait for that response from the rest of the viewers who are tuning in to this YouTube live. I don't know what you're betting for or against, but
Look at
we'll
that
wait
setting.
and watch.
Nicely stopped by Chelule and Matui.
And Matui. The ball was literally set at the closer to the center blocker, so there was no way he would have hit that ball across the net.
Joshua with that service. Nicely picked up by
Easily
Amon
picked.
Kipchirchir. Is it too obvious?
Is there a touch? No, there
No,
is
there's
no
none.
touch.
They're going to complain, AP. It's 4-3 now in favor of GSU.
We have there the team manager Washira for KFS.
Kenya Forest. I haven't actually seen any of his players in this leg.
I think
Neither have I seen his team. Yeah, there is an issue with the way that ball was set.
says it's a double touch, probably. It is GSU taking the lead 5-3.
There's an issue with their reception again. Amon goes for it. Oh, it is still in. It's
Unfortunately, it's not.
two.
And the
Wekesa is having a
margins are
conversation
narrowed.
with Amon Kipchirchir there. Linus with the service. Hudson misreceives it, but Matui is able to correct his mistake.
There was literally no block on the net. Probably they
thought that
did not anticipate it to be attacked.
GSU 6, AP Kenya 4. Matui with the service. The libero picks it up. Wekesa thinks about this other end of the pitch. And Matthias is the clever one. Just places it right behind that when they were anticipating that it would be set. Matui is still serving. It is still in play, courtesy of Matui. And Bonfentry is the one who, again, finishes it quite cleverly. And they continue with their
anticipate.
lead. It's now 4 points.
GSU
General
coming up
Service
strongly.
Unit leading at 8 points.
They will require
APK
to maintain that
on
lead
that
if they are
timeout.
going to take this set. They will require that lead if they go close in the scores margin with AP Kenya. It's very possible that AP will take this set.
And you remember
Both
that
ones.
AP came back from down to win that set, the second set.
Precisely.
So anything is possible. Everyone really has to avoid the mistakes that we've seen previously to be able to maintain the lead or even to win. Remember, this live is coming to you courtesy of Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Mafro Sports. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just joined us, this is the second match of the day
The referee
between
decides there
AP Kenya and
was a net
GSU.
touch.
And there was a net touch there. And AP are able to reduce that gap to 3 points. It's well done, Kipchirchir with the service now.
Again,
Hudson
an error in the reception.
With another error in reception.
Another change. I'm sure he's
And,
going to serve at the libero once again. He will
They
serve
make
it
another
there.
change. 6-8.
It is still in play. The set.
The libero sets it.
there, setting the ball.
That ball is from outside of the antenna, but
Matthias.
the second referee did not, I think, notice that. But it just passes outside of that antenna.
I think Matthias tried to complain about the same to the referee. Well,
it's 9-6 and it's Chelule at the
Chelule
service.
serving.
Chelule serves it right, and well, there's an error in that reception. And
Again,
the
the
second
double
ball,
touch.
of course, Elvis Kimtai there. Or is it Elvis Kipto? At this point, I'm confused.
Well, I think.
But it's Elvis.
Considering that both Elvises are on different sides of the court.
Yeah. Again, another one to Elvis.
Well
Wekesa.
set.
Oh, and he
Hits it
is the one who
outside.
hits it out of court. Misiko is yet to get, into this game. Like the Misiko that we know is not yet in this
He's not
game.
yet present in this match. I think Boniface is
5
taking
points.
the lead to lead the team.
Wekesa, and then Elvis is stopped now by Misiko. He
Very
does
easily
it
stopped.
and just relaxes there as if he's done nothing.
Again, a complaint to
And
the referee.
while that point is theirs, Misiko still has to have a word with the referee there. Just how that ball is being set. I think that is Kemei now coming in. Amon is the one who finishes his mistake. But Matu is stopped by that 3-man block there. Brilliant defense from the AP Kenya side. Even as they trail by 5 points, they are still able to
Put up a fight.
play really nice volleyball.
Defensive.
It is. Oh, the
Still up.
libero is.
Well defended by the libero again.
Oh, and Matui has it. It is
It's still up.
still up thanks to Wekesa. And this time round, Amos Kipchirchir is stopped by Matthias and his colleagues in the defense line there, including Misiko. And that means GSU are 13 points,
And
6 points clear. Matthias with the service. Kemei picks it up poorly. It is defended. The libero still has it.
Again.
Back to him. And it is a nice one. Misiko is telling his colleagues to relax. Matui there having a conversation with Matthias on where he should cover. It's now 7 points. Again to Kemei, then Matthias. And then it is Joshua who sees to it that Amon Kipchirchir remains hanging on the net. Having missed the ball. Look at that. It's 15-7. 8 points clear GSU. Matthias with the service. I am certain he'll still serve it in that direction where Kemei is. Oh well, this time around he decides to change and it ends up on the net.
I love the way Boniface has taken the lead in the GSU side.
Yep. You would
Leading
think that
the
he's the
team.
captain now.
Even in
But
performance, he's
leadership
leading the
and
team
yes.
to get those much needed points, ensuring that these mistakes that have been made are not being repeated.
Oh, poorly received again by the libero there. But they are able to still pick it. Oh, it's still in play. Matthias now. And it is very beautiful formation, involving Matui there. And Misiko. Misiko there faking that jump. Look at that. Matui coming in to finish the kill. And it's Bonfentry with that service. Amon Kipchirchir. Oh, again they could not defend it. Misiko. Matthias. Oh, we have a change. Daniel Kipto has come in for Wekesa and he serves it out of court. Oh, it's actually in court.
Seems to be in court.
It is actually on court. It's an S for Daniel Kipto. Matu is the one who assumed that that ball was out of court. Matu picks it up. Matthias Misiko in that succession, in that order. Matui picks it up, and then goes to Matthias, and then Misiko finishes it. And he goes to serve Misiko. His team 7 points ahead. Amon Kipchirchir picks it, then Daniel Kipto, but Linus Sang is not able to finish it.
Well, a bit of sentiments on the live here with Hope Zawadi.
Bonfentry, is he able to get it? Yes, he does. And Amon Kemei on the other end of the court sends it away effectively. What are they saying online?
Well, online we are having Michael is saying Mwema angeongeza uzito AP, but the main
Mwema is
switch
actually
leo
not on court.
Power. Mwema is not on court. I'm not sure whether he's on the bench. I have not seen him.
Yesterday he played really well, Mwema.
Well,
oh, what a set. He is still in play, courtesy of Bonfentry, and Joshua lingers just a bit before attacking that. Still in play, courtesy of Misiko, and then Joshua still in play. What a beautiful rally. Bonfentry.
A beautiful set by
still in
Matthias.
play.
Dan Kipto
Out there.
again.
Still in play.
Too far outside.
What a beautiful rally. And
good
AP Kenya
block defense
are able to stop that.
by AP
They're like,
Kenya.
it's gone too far.
We need to kill it.
We need to kill it, and kill it they do. While this set continues to look interesting as it is, despite the fact that AP Kenya are 8 points behind, I have the next question for the possible winner of a branded TVC Mafra Sports hoodie. And this is the question. Remember, if you answer the question first and correctly, you win. Joshua there with that decisive finish. This is the question. In which competitions did we meet KPA last season, and what were the scores?
Very tricky question there.
It has to be, because then if it's easy, everyone will win it. So the question is, in which competitions did we meet KPA? We here referring to Trailblazers Volleyball Club last season, and what were the scores? Correct to the point. In which competitions did we meet KPA last season, and what were the scores? That is the question. AP Kenya 11, GSU, actually AP Kenya 12, GSU 20. Bonfentry picks it. Oh, Matthias plays it really simply. It's 21 for GSU. That's a point for GSU actually.
Yes.
I think there's a slight mistake there.
I think it's yet to be corrected. There you
yeah,
go.
it's 12-21.
21-12.
That is the correct score.
Matui for the service.
Matui for GSU. Serves it on the net. I do not understand the haste in serving, yet you have all the time. You have 8 seconds.
Again, might be the
serve.
nerves, might be...
Which nerves? You have a
Adrenaline.
comfortable 7-point lead.
Well, as it stands right now, they make a mistake of giving AP another set. They might just lose it, or
They
will
have lost
automatically
it. See, they have given
lose
away that
a
point again.
14-21.
It's 14-21 now, 7
AP
points.
is not a team to be played with. You don't give them a chance to breathe. Because when they do, they will suffocate you. Well, a comfortable lead for GSU, 21-14 is quite a comfortable lead. They are looking for 4 points. AP Kenya is looking for 7 to get to them.
Is for GSU.
Probably to break the momentum of that service.
Yep.
Let's see whether it works.
7 points clear, GSU. Peter Odhiambo, both in the league and playoffs, both went 3-2 in favor of KPA. Both were comebacks. That is true, but that is still not correct. Playoffs scores 3-2 in favor of KPA. Robert Kabukuru, it was during the playoffs, and the scores were 3-2 in favor of KPA. Similar to what Odhiambo has said there, but it isn't sufficient. Chelule is being replaced by Naftali Chumba again. Naftali Chumba, who isn't traditionally a center player, but he's just being brought in to help with the service. Still in. Oh,
unfortunately.
Unfortunate sequence there. Emmanuel Stark, you're saying it's playoffs, KPA 1-3-2. If you had the question right, the question again I'll ask was, in which competitions, it's not just one competition, in which competitions did Trailblazers meet KPA last season, and what were the scores? So it's not just one meetup, it's not 2 meetups. So try harder. Oh, Joshua there sends it spiraling towards the fans and even towards the substitutes of the AP side. It's Elvis Kimtai now going to serve for AP Kenya. 16-23. GSU in the lead. Libero with it. What a beautiful clinical finish
beautiful kill
from Joshua. Karieri Ndegwa, you're saying April 16, 2022. What happened then? Peter Odhiambo, you're saying tournament at Kapsabet, we won 3-1. League and playoffs ended 3-2 in favor of KPA. Let us see what more we have. It's 17-24. Keep those answers coming. Matui with that reception. And it is Joshua who finishes it. Wraps it up really nicely. It's 25-17. Almost similar to what we had in the first set. Or is it? No, it's actually, it was 25-22. Sorry.
25-22.
So 25-17 now in favor of GSU. They seem to have a winning side. Let us see if they are going to win on the other side, or if AP are going to win the fourth set. Dominic Mwangombe, you're saying during the second last leg of the National League ended 3-2 in favor of KPA, and during the playoffs, same results, and league at Kapsabet 3-1. Playoffs held at NYAYO Stadium, 3-2 during the tournament in Mosoriot, 3-1. We want to be as precise as possible in these answers. And these are the stats for this just concluded set. Florence?
Well, the set has gone to GSU, winning it at 25-17 for AP Kenya. Attacks, we have 14 for GSU, quite an improvement against 6 of AP Kenya. The blocks still tie at 2. And serve, we have 2 aces from AP Kenya and 0 from GSU. Opponent's error still, I think, identical to the previous set, where AP has 7 and GSU has 9. In the previous set, I think it was the opposite, with AP having 9 and GSU having 7. Well, that is the end of the third set.
Yes, and we look forward to the fourth set. Will it be the final set? According to Maritim Kipkoech, you're saying GSU to win the fourth set 25-19. Well, we wait to see that happen. Or will AP Kenya win that set as well? We are going to take a very short commercial break, so do not go too far.
Okay. And we are back with the fourth set of the second match for the men's fifth leg of the Kenya Volleyball Federation National League 22-22 and 2023 season. We have GSU Kenya leading with 2 sets against 1 AP Kenya. Well, AP again seeming to start on the right foot.
I actually thought that Joshua blocked that. Look at that. Oh yeah, he actually hits it. It's a line attack. And
very quick
Joshua
attack.
There went in with really straight blocks. Waiting here. There seems to have been a... Okay. It's away. Goes out of court. It's 2-0 now. AP Kenya in the lead. GSU are yet to find their footing in this fourth set. If they falter in this set, then of course we'll have a 5-set thriller. It is still in play. The libero sets it. It is Kelvin Kipkoech.
Still in play.
Elvis.
Very good effort from Elvis.
And it rolls off the hands of Matthias. 3-0 now. Look at that placement. It's 3-0.
Matthias really regretting that mistake. Trying as much as possible to salvage the situation.
They're able to get their first point, GSU, thanks to Matui.
The players getting agitated, knowing the danger of giving AP an early lead and a possible second set.
Well, it will send this to the 5th set, and they do not want that to happen.
Well received, Wekesa. Beautiful set.
Probably.
Beautiful set. That was
And
not
also a beautiful
anticipated.
finish by Amon Kipchirchir
It is
there.
only right that he should do that, because look at that set.
And that's what Matthias was trying the other time.
Caught,
Bonfentry, or is it Misiko?
I think Misiko completely off guard.
It's 4-1. It's the first time we are seeing AP Kenya leading by such a margin.
Again, a
Nicely
problem.
picked up.
with the did it go
And
across? It did not go across.
It's 5-1 now. And they are going to have to call in the big boys, GSU.
The likes of Nder, the likes of
Even
Kipchumba
actually Chumba
coming
might have
in.
to come in. Peter Odhiambo. Peter Odhiambo, of course, with the win. Peter Odhiambo, it seems this is the second hoodie we are giving you.
Seems to have a
It's another error there. Oh yeah, it's just after the timeout. Peter Odhiambo is the first one to answer. Of course, he's just elaborated on what he answered in the first answer that he gave, but that is the correct answer. We met thrice last season. Nicely blocked by Elvis there, and
Matu
Linus.
failing to pick that
yeah,
rebound, and it seemed quite simple to pick. Well,
can
6-1.
imagine it's 6-1. If
Very
they let go of
surprised.
this, they will lose it, AP. If they let go of it, of this lead.
The ball is
Oh, they
still
are
there,
pretty
I guess,
psyched up, these guys. They are pretty psyched up. AP, you gotta give it to them.
They are. The libero feeling
Libero
the
had seen
pinch
it, but he couldn't pick it.
of that
It
mistake.
is 2-6, 4-point lead in the early stages of this set. Playing really well. Beautiful volleyball. AP. Joshua with the service. Libero
Easily
picks it
picked.
up.
Well set.
Elvis, it is still in play. The libero picks it
Oliver
across,
Tree.
and it
Hits
lands
it
on the net.
once again. Well, there seems to be
7-2 now.
a 5-point lead in favor of AP Kenya. The coach maintaining the same unit that started the match. Again goes to emphasize.
Lina Sang, and then Chelule is quick to end that. Coach Sharuz is having a conversation with his setter Matthias there. And it is Matui with a service. You have to guard that lead, really.
By
Really quick ball from Kelvin Kipkoech. Long before Chelule blinked, it was done. That space again between Bonfentry and Chelule. That is where the kill happened. That is the scene of that crime. But it is a good crime. It's not punishable, that one. Chelule returning his favor almost immediately. Look at that. Is that Chelule with the service? 4 points ahead. AP Kenya. They haven't been able to defend anything, this GSU side.
Both
It's almost, yeah, defensively they are doing terribly.
And reception. Problem with also the reception.
Even offensively, because now even their best attackers are being stopped by the blockers on the other side.
We have seen Boniface trying to take the lead on that, but unfortunately with the lack of reception, the consistency is bound to fail. So that again hasn't helped them as much. Well received.
Well received. Wekesa goes for it. It is still in play.
Again, he sets
Wekesa
it.
again. It is well done. And there is a net touch, I think, that the referees haven't seen. And well, that point still goes to GSU. They are now 3 points behind. They are still there waiting for him. They are not able again to defend, and that is a beautiful finish from Weldon. Kelvin keep quiet with that reception, goes out, and there is a block out. Good play, of course, from Joshua there. You're watching from Nyeri and your team GSU Rose Wanjiku, asante sana. Watching live ukiwa hapa Safari Park. Unajiita CK Joshua. Oh, they leave it to the libero to finish it. It's an easy ball they give away. And that ball goes out. It's a block out by Joshua. 12-7, 5 points ahead, AP. Unless the GSU coach wants this to continue to the 5th set, then it is about time that he makes the changes, because AP Kenya are pretty psyched up.
They are.
And when they are,
they become lethal.
They are lethal. Wekesa with the service. There's a net touch by the AP Kenya Amon Kipchirchir.
He did hit it with the net.
It's 8-11 now. It's Misiko with a service. The libero picks it.
Well set.
It is still in play, but there is a net touch. Uh, 12-8. Amon Kipchirchir with the service. Meshak Rono, GSU is making a mistake by underestimating the AP team. You are right, Meshak. They should already have done those changes, because you have Nder outside there, you have Naftali Chumba. Very beautiful kill from Joshua. Is Joshua again with the service. He decides against. They are not able again to defend. Chelule there. And they still go back to their 5-point lead. It's 4 points actually. Linus Sang
Serves outside.
serves it out of court. The court says it's okay, it's okay. They have the luxury to make those mistakes.
Indeed.
AP Kenya. So Peter Odhiambo, remember to send in your details as well. If you're here at the NYAYO Stadium, remember to just come and pick your hoodie. But otherwise, you need to send us your details on Facebook. Go to Trailblazers Volleyball Club and write to us your location and your size, the size of the hoodie that you're going to wear. Douglas Chumba, you're saying he Menda. It's not over until it's over, man. It's only 4 points. Anything could happen.
Indeed. Beautiful set by
Beautiful
Matthias.
set, beautiful finish. Brilliant, brilliant finish. Quick as well from Chelule there. The mistakes he makes in defense, he makes them in, he compensates for them
Compensates for them
in attacks. He's gone to serve Chelule. 11-14.
Well served.
Amon Kipchirchir. Look at that. Goes out of play.
It's out of play, but it was a powerful attack.
It was a powerful attack. And now 2 points clear. Amon again.
Again, still in play.
Still in play. Matthias, where does he think about it? Oh no,
Unfortunately, hits
Matui
it on the net. I think it's a
hits
high
it
time
on the net.
Matthias realizes that Boniface is really instrumental in helping the team.
Yeah. He should actually trust
He
him.
should trust him with
the
leading the
delivery of
team.
that because you have someone who is in the front court and you're still giving it out to someone who is in the back court who's failed to deliver over and over again. And,
Could also be a case of desperation to create a difference in the attack line and have
to
options.
be
Unfortunately, they are letting him down. With AP still maintaining the 3-point lead, gearing strongly towards the 20-point mark.
Challenge with the substitution there. There is no setter on court because of the errors in substitution there.
Could be a case of the coach bringing in the
I think
front
the
court
order in
defense.
the order in which they are doing the substitutions
Really
is
is
what the referees disagree with. They decide they are doing this substitution, then they, retract.
and changed.
So that is what might hold their momentum for a while. And now they have Wekesa and Daniel Kipto out of court.
Leaving
The
no
libero
setter
there
on court.
will be the de facto libero, or they will make a change if they lose this point. Bonfentry, like you
As
said, he needs to
expected.
trust Bonfentry
He is the
delivering
most experienced player on court,
court,
as
yeah.
it is right now. So the younger Matthias should trust him. Because so far I haven't seen his attacks being blocked. He has been consistent, and they need desperately to take this set.
Matthias with that service. Amon Kipchirchir picks it. And does he surpass that block? Misiko, like I told you, is yet to get into this game. he has yet to get into this game. Look at what Amon does, shining really well. Very clinical finish there. Beautiful, beautiful hit. 16 for APK, 13 for GSU. They are really proving that there is no team that is not beatable in this match, and they have nothing to lose.
They have completely nothing to lose.
This way. They are playing it this way.
He does get an ace.
That assumption again by Matui, the second one in the same set, ensures that these guys go ahead by 4 points.
Very dangerous.
And GSU, I have really to understand what's going on in the mind of the coach, GSU, because you have a whole team out of
wealth of players.
Yeah.
A wealth of players. You're seeing our fans right there.
The fans are enjoying their little moment of fame on screen.
Taking full advantage of that.
Yeah.
AP insisting on the need to maintain the lead.
They have a whole team out there, and even if the setting has a challenge, they have Lagat in the bench.
Lagat has also
they can make that change, and of course he's more experienced than Matthias he is. But the reason why they are yet to make that change is something else that only the coach can explain.
Definitely, definitely.
And well, we are back after the timeout. It is AP Kenya with a service. Matui, and then Bonfentry.
It's still in play.
Still in play actually, and it goes out of court.
It's a net touch. No, there is no net touch. It was played out of court.
Celebrations actually in the basketball court. For a moment we thought that they were inside. Bonfentry there, 17-13. The libero goes down to pick it. Bonfentry still has it. Who is it going to be?
Hits it outside. From the look of things, it's going to be a 5-setter.
Out of play, and Matthias is frustrated. It's 18-14 now. And Wekesa goes to serve. It's not over until it's over.
It's not over until it's over.
But
GSU seem to have taken...
GSU have several errors.
A backseat in how they are playing.
Back to their 4-point lead. If they hit the 20th mark first, Matui is hitting that as if there is some personal vendetta with the libero there. Or with Elvis.
A lot of conviction.
Look at that. And a lot of fans are actually supporting the AP Kenya side. They seem to be preparing another change, GSU. They are going to be bringing in Lagat. I hope it's not too late. Because they had all the time. They are stopped in their tracks.
Unfortunately, they
are stopped in their tracks. The attackers on the AP Kenya.
He did dodge the ball. It went across.
It's actually in court. Went across, and AP with a service.
There seems to be a winning side, like you said. Because all the sets have been won from one side of the court.
Poor reception again from Matui.
And
he sends it out of court. Why he is still in court is something that I am yet to understand.
Well, that answers your question.
They are going to bring Naftali Chumba
coming in place for
replace him. But it is about too late to do that. Although, because now AP Kenya have 5 points to the end of the set. GSU have 5 points to catch up.
It's going to be a tall order for them to...
Look at that reception. Still not able to finish that ball. Beautifully attacked, blocked by Elvis Kiptoo. This is as good as done, if you ask me.
This is as good as done.
This is as good as done.
You do not let AP stay on the lead. You
and
don't
again,
do that.
the hesitation by the coach, General Service Unit, to make those changes, bring Matthias back on court, is something that I'm yet to understand. Apparently that point is given to GSU, so it's 16-20.
It seems to be a net touch.
It
Probably.
seems.
It's the only explanation for that. Well received.
Is it blocked? They're able to regain that point through the same hands of Elvis Kiptoo there.
I think
It's
GSU haven't figured out
21-16.
how to tame Elvis Kiptoo.
No,
It's
they
been-
haven't really done anything as far as defense is concerned.
Completely nothing.
They have done nothing, GSU, in this particular set. And why they are doing that when they have a whole team on the bench it just baffles me, really.
Serves on the net.
It's a net serve from Linus Sang. Lagat is on court, effectively replacing Matthias. You can see the unrest even for Matthias while he's outside. Naftali serves it. Amon picks it up. Oh, it is in court. It is a beautiful finish from Weldon Kipchirchir. Brilliant set, of course, by Edward Wekesa there. And GSU are facing the wrath of their police counterparts. The administration police. The administration police side are more specialized today.
Oh my.
Look at that poor reception from the libero again.
Fortunately, nothing
Of
can
course,
be
Naftali
done.
going in, or is it Chelule going in with a kick?
Trying as
the
much as
libero
possible to save it.
having an issue there with the reception.
23.
It's 23-17.
17.
It looks like both sets today are going to 5 sets. Yesterday
Both
it was
games
3-1,
going
3-1,
5
3-2,
sets.
3-2.
Yes.
Tomorrow it will be 3-0.
Easily picked.
Naftali there. No, it's actually Bonfentry.
There's a net touch.
a
Like
net
I
touch.
have insisted, Bonifetri has not been able to be tamed throughout this match.
Yes.
The setters don't seem
So
to get
Lagat has gotten that.
They don't
at
seem to
least.
get that.
But
Probably in a
GSU
better position.
are facing the wrath of their fellow police officers who are more specialized, more precise,
Easily
more
picked.
clinical in their finish. In this
Good defense by
match.
Chelule.
Bonfentry again.
Bonifetri again.
Elvis sets it. It is Amon Kipchirchir who decides to place
Well
it.
picked. To
Misiko to
Bonifetri.
Bonfentry. And it is Bonfentry,
He always
like you
delivers.
said,
Always
who
delivers.
has been able to deliver incredibly well in this particular match for his side.
I think Matthias
The
took a
general
while to realize that,
service unit.
or he
It's-
was a bit too confused, a bit too tense
the
to realize that,
tension, I think, is
because every other department staggered. Every department has
Yeah.
staggered throughout the match, but it's the complete opposite when it comes to AP. Everything is working for AP. The line of attack, the blocks, the backcourt defense, everything. The setter is basically having a field day.
Simon Mbugua is saying great commentary, great game, bravo, asante sana Mbugua for that. It's AP Kenya with the timeout. They are 2 points clear of winning this set, and of course there has been several errors by the GSU side. If you ask me, AP have been the better side in this particular set.
Indeed, they have.
Chelule there with the service, with a lot of support from the fans.
Well received.
Well received, and
Again, it's a point.
I think the tension is
GSU.
building up. Kelvin Kipkoech is not able to finish that off well. If they're able to catch up GSU, they will win it. The question is, are they going to defend it to catch up?
And they do have.
Are they
the
going to serve
capability
it?
to do that?
Are they going to serve it to catch up? It is this
Again,
man,
outside.
Elvis, who sends it flying out of court. And it's 21-23. If they are going to catch up GSU, they will win it.
They will win it.
They will definitely win it. And it's another timeout.
The timeout. The much needed timeout.
It's possible for them to take this match to the end. It's also possible to take it to the fifth set.
Anything is possible at this point.
Whoever blinks first will, lose it. Douglas Chumba, you're saying where is Nder to save the team? Exactly. I do not understand the philosophy of the coach there, because he has a whole first team members who play in the first team just watching helplessly. Chelule with the service, at least it crosses the net. This time around, it is still in play. Still in play. And the libero there still has it. Still in play. But they are not able to contain that. And the coach
there's a problem
is having a word with the second referee there. The first referee is having none of it. It's 24-21. Coach Francis Nguma claims that I think there was a net touch, but we seem to be having a 5-set thriller in our hands here, and AP Kenya are the better side of this particular meet. It's 24 or set point for AP Kenya, 21 for GSU, and everyone in this arena is rooting for the administration police side. I think it's because of the dominance that GSU have had over the years. Naftali picks it up really nicely. It is still in play, and Amon Kipchirchir sends it out, literally out of court. It's 22-24. Are they able to defend? Because that is the crucial bit here. Are they able to defend? Tsareto Lunguch, you're saying you're watching from Eldoret. Great fight for AP. Yes, they have played really well. Administration police side. Amon Kipchirchir is saying, bring it on, bring it on.
Received. Still in play.
Still in play. It is Bonfentry
again.
And the libero, Bonfentry again.
Has to be.
And he's the one who saves the situation here.
24.
It's 23-24. And it's Bonfentry again. Who is showing up,
taking this match from the
showing up for his team, stepping up really.
Lagat only needs.
He has made use of him from the beginning.
The tensions are running high.
Here, but everyone is under pressure right now.
Lagat
have Lagat
with the service.
With the service, it crosses the net.
Will it be over?
They are not able to defend it.
Survive set.
Siko, like I said, has not been able to be present in this set, in this match, the entire match actually.
The entire match from the word
and they haven't been able to control Amon Kipchirchir, haven't been able to tame him at all. And this is the fifth set.
As expected, AP led from the word go. They led with a very high margin, 5 points lead. 25-23 is a serious lead. If you ask me, 5 points to come back from 5 points behind AP, it's going to be a tall order. The setters, like I insisted, did not realize the importance of Bonifetri. They would have used that man from the word go. This would have been over and done with. Now here we are edging on to the fifth set, which again, anything could happen from the comeback. Anything is possible with AP Kenya.
And for a side that has really been psyched up, they have led from the beginning, been consistent, brilliant sets from Wekesa there, extremely brilliant sets from Amon Kipchirchir,
and the backing up of the fans.
Yeah, and the fans are of course behind them.
Definitely, obviously on their side.
Douglas Chumba is saying Kosira is feeling the pain from outside. Of course, even there, or Cornelius Lagat, if you like, And you're saying that Boni should save the team. Yeah, it depends now on the setters to trust in him to do that. Here are the match statistics: 25-23 in favor of AP Kenya. Points from attack: 14 for AP and 13 for GSU. 1 point in blocks for AP Kenya. 2 service aces for AP Kenya. And of course, there are more opponent errors. Points from opponent errors for GSU 10 and AP Kenya 8. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for the 5th set. We'll be back after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the 5th and final set of this match between GSU Kenya and Administration Police. Bonfentry there with the first set. He still picks it up nicely. That ball goes out of court. And it is still Bonfentry with the service. GSU have started this on their winning side. Are they able to maintain it? That is something that we are going to see. Bonfentry with another nice service. They're still able to pick it. Still in play. Wekesa tosses it outside. And it lands square on their side of the net. That is Amon Kipchirchir, who was very influential in the past 2 sets actually. 2 consecutive sets for his side. It's Bonfentry again. Like you said, he seems to be the one on top form in the GSU side. But it's just that the setters realized that when it was too late.
Again, does it go across? It seems to have.
Yeah, it actually crossed
With the help of the net.
with the help of the net, of course, and Joshua was not able to retrieve it. You can see his right hand there. And Wekesa with that service.
So jump float.
And
Good set.
Matui sends it out of court. He's angry now.
Using the momentum after receiving that ball to go
Yeah,
and attack it.
Yeah, it's a good follow-up to do.
And
Misiko goes to serve. It is Misiko with that service for his side. He said he's yet to
ball is up.
kick in. He's yet to.
Still in play. Akesa.
Happening. They are able to stop him.
Unfortunately, they are not able to stop him. It
They
actually
aren't?
goes across.
How can he be playing with a chain on his neck?
Are you
Amon Kipchirchir.
trying to probably did not realize he had it on his neck. Amon serving once again.
Is it a
Ball
net
is
serve?
up.
It's actually. Oh, it is
Well,
nicely set by
Matthias
Matthias
is back
there.
and he's
And
totally
Joshua.
changed the way he's playing right now.
Joshua with that, a lot of might behind the ball, sending it out towards the fans. Joshua with the service. It's not a jump serve, it's a float. Amon Kipchirchir picks it, goes out, picked
Really?
by
Again, still in
Joshua.
play.
Oh, nicely done
Simple ball.
by Wekesa,
Well set.
and it is Matui, who is very quick, very clinical with that finish.
I don't know whether you've noticed that right now they're playing only very fast balls.
Yes,
quick balls.
really
There are
quick
no-
balls there for the GSU
there are no
side. Look
high
at Matui
balls.
there.
Now
No
making
high
it
balls because then it
difficult for
makes
them
it
to block
easy.
it. Yes.
To be defended. It is Joshua now with that service.
Well served.
Well received as well. And then are they able to defend it? Yes.
Very solid block.
Yes, it is a solid block. It is a solid block. And Joshua still with the service. They seem that they will cross the 8-point mark as the first ones before they
And
change the court.
with a very convincing lead.
Yeah, Jennifer Odio, good game GSU. Augustine Kimutai, effort to AP. Whoever will win this, of course, will walk away with 2 points because
Already each team
everyone
has a point.
as it stands. It's quite an interesting showdown we are having here today at the NYAYO Stadium. And I think I have seen that there are some teams that are playing in the Division 2 that are warming up.
There seems to be
Yeah,
the
so-
Division 2 matches coming up next.
Yeah,
I
but
think we had,
I just wonder how especially this leg has been planned because we didn't know that there would be a ladies' game today, women's
Well, I
match.
think that is in
Then
a
there
way
is
trying
Division
to
2 as well. Really nice blocks from Chelule, stepping up when he's required to, because over the other sets that have been played, the 4 sets, he hasn't been able to block effectively. And now it's 7 for GSU, 2 for AP Kenya, and Wekesa is on the back court, so he cannot place it. But he decides to play it really wittingly, placing it there really nicely. It's 3-7, and I think this is they are going to change court immediately after this service.
the 8 point. Again, we do not know that.
There is Linus. I'm just predicting. I'm not saying I'm certain. Nicely
Well,
picked up by the libero.
unfortunately, it is on.
There is a net touch, and Matthias there is having a conversation with the libero again in terms of
The reception. Well, 4-7, only 3 points shy of equalizing with GSU.
it is 4-7. Matthias goes for it. It is Matui
the
again.
quick balls.
There's
quick
no
balls.
chance
Very
for
fast balls.
being blocked. And so
They
it's a change of
changed
court
the court.
with 4 points ahead. Although now AP are going to their winning side as well.
Indeed. Both teams seem to have won or taken the lead on one side.
Everyone
of the
seems to have.
Could it be the challenge of the sun, the direction
winning
of the sun?
Side.
It could be
possible.
It also could be just that one side of the court is just jinxed, not good enough for.
I do not think it has anything to do with the side of court.
We are yet
it
to
has
see
everything to do with the strategy for each team, because
and the level of
the
play.
coach for GSU, for instance, has a whole team on the bench. He
Well,
hasn't made any change.
In his defense,
Yeah?
we are yet to know why these players are not coming on court. There could be a very good reason why.
But they have
So we
warmed
are
up,
going to
they are
give
ready,
him-
they're just there.
We're
Because
going
if
to
you
give
see-
him the benefit of doubt.
If you see Naftali, for instance, up to the point where he came into play, he was just coming to serve on behalf of Misiko and Chelule, and then, he could go back. But then it got to a point where the coach decided to send him in to play.
Probably
So
out
that
of
says something.
desperation.
Yeah. The other thing is, again, Lagat, for instance, who came in too late into that fourth set, that they couldn't change. He couldn't change the scores.
Again,
The
a
libero
problem
again.
with the reception. Still in play. Well placed.
Nicely picked up. Oh,
Still in play.
still in play actually. Bonfentry with it. Still in play.
Has
It
to be
is
Bonfentry.
Bonfentry who is able to finish that off. Of course, I think he is the man of the match.
Indeed, he is.
9-5. GSU on the lead. Chelule again with the service.
Well served.
Nicely served it is. Alvis who goes in really hard against, over the, again, Misiko there failing to defend effectively. 6-9. Elvis with the service. Well, overall, I think Elvis is the man of the match. Overall,
Indeed, overall he is. It has been very
on the
difficult
GSU side,
to tame him.
it has to be Bonfentry. Look at him. Look at him. Look at what he's been able to do. It's 10-6. And Titus goes back. Brought him in to defend. Wekesa comes to set. Can see him giving away those hints on where he's.
Well served by Matthias.
I'm on.
Play.
Keep chir. It's a 6-5.
Five.
The libero has it this time around. And it is Matui who fails.
It on the net.
Who fails again at completing that move. Very clinical move by the setter. But Matui fails a second time to finish that beautiful pipe. Brilliant set from Matthias. They have the service. Kelvin Kipkoech. Matthias with it. Bonfentry again. Again. Stepping up for his team.
It has to be him. I think if they insist on maintaining the 3-point lead, they are taking this home. They are really taking this home. Just 3 points, 1-for-1. They'll be assured of taking this game. But again, nonetheless, they've lost a very crucial point.
It's 11-7. Bonfentry with the service. On another. He's able to pick it, but it's not sufficient. Joshua there was not quite in the right position to be able to defend that effectively. 3 points ahead, JSU. And Nicholas
Wekesa goes to serve.
Edward Wekesa with the service.
He's probably going to serve it to
It's
the
Joshua, Bonfentry, and Misiko. Wekesa with that service, nicely picked by Matui. It is Joshua who comes in handy for his side, sending them 4 points clear again. And Chelule comes in to perform his duties of defense in that middle area.
Misiko with the serve.
Misiko with the service. They are now just 3 points. towards
of
the
taking
end.
this point.
Mexico with it. They are not able to pick it.
Wekesa has made sure to split those blocks,
Of course, it's Kevin
making it
Kipkoech. It's 9-12, 3 points again. 3 points behind AP. Service for Amon Kipchirchir. Will it cross the net? Yes, it does.
still in play.
And it is a block out
Making
of
it
the hands of Kelvin Kipkoech and Linus Sang. It's 13-9, 4 points. And then GSU with the service. It's Joshua there. Is it a jump serve? It's a floater.
It's indeed a floater. It's on.
It is an ace. It's 49. It's set point for GSU.
Just a
Set point for GSU.
Yes, you would have regretted losing this game.
And it's a
timeout
timeout.
for AP Kenya, trying to probably figure out a way of making sure that they take this game. Whether they're going to take it or not, we are yet to find out. AP has been very promising in their performance in this particular fifth leg of the competitions, an outfit that we saw during the start of the league matches earlier on in the year. Will they be able to stop this service? We do not know. They've been really constant in their backward defense and reception from the onset. Good set, still in play. And it's over. It's over. GSU take it. GSU take it. Probably not the performance they had anticipated during the start of the match. They expected to play better than they did. A lot of errors on the back court defense, a lot of errors on the front court defense. Bonifetri coming up strongly and convincingly in how they've played. He's played and led the GSU side with his wealth of experience. We still do not really understand why most of the key players have been outside. Probably an attempt of the coach to expose other players should the need arise for them to step up when the much more experienced counterparts are not up to the task. But nonetheless, congratulations to AP Kenya for putting up quite the challenge during this particular match against their worthy opponents, a very strong opponent, that is GSU Kenya. And another congratulations for GSU Kenya for winning. It was a tough match, but they stood out and proved their worth. There we have it, the statistics for this match and this particular set. We have 2 sets AP Kenya, 3 for GSU. They take it home. In the points margin, we have 15 for GSU, 6 points higher than 9 of AP Kenya. In the attack departments, we have 10 GSU and 6 for AP Kenya. Blocks, we have 2 for GSU Kenya and 1 for AP Kenya. Service, we have 1 GSU, 0 AP Kenya. And opponents error, we have 2 for each team. Clearly, a great improvement on the side of GSU Kenya. In a better part of the statistics, they've been leading this particular set. Seemingly, they realize the importance of stepping up. We'll be shortly joined by my colleague Emmanuel, who is on court, trying to get the sentiments of the captains of probably each team, GSU and AP Kenya, for them to tell us how the match was and the experience altogether during so far in their performance in this particular leg match. We expect sentiments from also the coaches, what they expected, the tactics they've employed, what they said to the players. Yegon, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been quite an electrifying match between GSU and AP Kenya. AP Kenya, of course, showing up and building this up regarding what, just similar to what happened yesterday. This time around, they're able to secure a point off of GSU, the team that has dominated in this league for quite a number of years now, and that has ended with a 3-2 win in favor, of course, of GSU. And the player of the match, according to me, I think, and at least my colleague and I at the commentary desk in the side of the AP Kenya side, is Amon Kipchirchir. And of course, no, not actually Amon, but Evans. And then for GSU, it's Bonfentry, whom I have a pleasure to interview and have a conversation with shortly. Bonfentry.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
From the commentary desk, we think that you are the man of the match for your side. And what do you think? What is the general feeling after the game?
Yeah, we are excited for the win. We expected a tough match, and we were somehow not well prepared. But for the next game, I will be on.
Actually, for the most part of the game, we felt that, okay, from the observer's point of view, that there is actually no point that you lost. It's just that for a majority of actually the two sets that you lost, the setter wasn't really giving you the option to, or the balls to be able to finish. What is it that changed in the course of that, and why is it that you think that you lost those two sets?
Okay, we lost those two sets basically for reception. It was not, we are not receiving ball well, so at least it costed us because the opponent was opening scores, so we had to follow them. So it really costed us.
Talking about the reception, yeah, there is an error in terms of the, I think there is a challenge in terms of the reception,
yeah,
and in the libero department especially. What is it that is going to change probably as we move forward to the next league legs?
Okay, concerning the reception and the libero, majority of us were not present during the practice, so we had some came, some were out for permission, so we were not full house. But the next game when we come, we'll be well prepared.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bonfentry, and congratulations for the win, and thank you for giving us this interview.
Thank you.
Asante sana. That's been Bonfentry from the General Service Unit, and like he's saying, there have been players who were not present for the training process, and that is why they have been able to register some dismal performance in some of the departments on court, but they've eventually managed to win. We are going to have, I think, another match that is setting up for the Division 2 of the league. But from this department, from this particular place at NYAYO Stadium, we want to thank all of you for riding with us from morning until now, and for contributing, and congratulations, of course, to those who've been able to win the branded hoodies from TVC and Mafro Sports. We are continually dedicated to ensuring that we showcase and export talent nationally and internationally in this country as TVC and Mafro Sports. So thank you so much. From my colleague and I, Florence Bosire, and yours truly, Emmanuel Egon, from the commentary desk, we want to thank you so much for making this lively and entertaining. And until tomorrow, we want to wish you a really beautiful Saturday evening, and may God bless you all.